This is on the heels of new guidelines for public access to the Capitol as Dane County Judge John Albert rules in favor of the plaintiffs in the case regarding Capitol access.
News 3's Andy Choi joins us live now from the Dane County Courthouse with the latest on the ruling that was made just moments ago. Andy?
Just moments ago at 5 o'clock, we said that we would have a final ruling on this, but unfortunately, the final ruling from Judge John Albert hasn't come down. That said, the judge did make a preliminary ruling, and if the final ruling is any reflection of this preliminary ruling, it will favor in the plaintiffs for this case, allowing access to the Capitol during normal business hours. Now, before this final ruling, Judge John Albert issued a preliminary order to remove the remaining 99 protesters at the Capitol. Obviously, from Jessica's story, you can see that that number has significantly gone up. Now, that decision comes down as new questions of safety come up. The Department of Administration focusing testimony regarding live ammo rounds found at the Capitol this morning and the costs of Capitol building repair. Judge Albert's ruling will most likely say there needs to be some form of reasonable restraint.
A reasonable restraint on the use of the Capitol is that you can't sleep overnight in the Capitol, you can't camp out there, you can't enter the building with sleeping materials. And the reason I say that as a reasonable restraint is if the building is closed, there's no one to listen.
Again, Judge John Albert ruling in favor of the plaintiffs in this case. And again, the ruling is not final. But if the preliminary ruling and, of course, the comments from Judge Albert are a reflection of what the final ruling will say, most likely the protesters will be able to attend, be at the Capitol, protest at the Capitol during normal business hours when government is in session, but they cannot stay overnight.
All right, so we'll get back to Jess in a moment to see what's going on at the Capitol, but maybe when those people are asked to leave, that's when you have the issue of people trying to get in. And we do understand, we have just confirmed with the Dane County Sheriff's Department that one crew is putting on riot gear at the Capitol at this hour. So we will, again, try to get back to Jess momentarily and get the very latest on the situation, what's happening in terms of people trying to get in to the Capitol. Now, Senate Democrats could be taken into custody if found by police.
Republicans taking unprecedented action to put out what amounts to an arrest warrant for their Democratic counterparts. Republicans have now found Democrats in contempt of the Senate after giving them until 4 o'clock this afternoon to get here and then calling the roll.
Senator Carpenter, Coggs, Coles.
Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald signed 14 official orders that amount to arrest warrants for the Sergeant at Arms to go out into the state to take, quote, any and all steps with or without force to bring the Democrats back for a vote. Fitzgerald says his caucus was pushed to the edge and doesn't care if it means it hurts any pending negotiations, while Democrats say it will not bring them back.
Listen, the bill is separate from my ability to protect the institution. And I'm sorry if somehow that has an impact on a negotiation on the bill. I'm still distraught over the idea that somehow this has been used as a procedure as though it was available to them to shut down a piece of legislation.
As it stands right now, we're all here. So, again, the issue at hand is trying to move past the stalemate in the budget repair bill. They're not addressing that at all. They're not offering up any solutions. They're not offering up any compromises or anything. They're just basically handing over a pair of handcuffs. So it doesn't solve the problem. So as it stands right now, we're all here.